on target.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Hi everyone, Feistigo here with a sniper build that I really enjoy, and I hope you give it a try. So if you're like me, you're not good at getting headshot after headshot after headshot. So my build does not have all headshot damage like a lot of other builds that I've seen, but it has max crit chance and good crit damage, as well as headshot damage and pistol damage. So that all makes it practical for me. You can solo very easily and do a lot of damage no matter what the range is. So I'll show you how I do that. So first thing we'll look at is the weapons. So I'm using the classic M1A. This one's my favorite. It's got boomerang on it and 540k damage, which is really good. And then you can see the roll here with armor damage and boomerang. So critical hits have a 50% chance to return the bullet to the magazine. If a bullet is returned to the magazine, the next shot has 40% increased damage. So this goes good with crit chance because you know, the more crits, the more 40% increased damage bullets you get. And also the more bullets get returned to the magazine, so yeah, which is good because this doesn't have a very good big magazine. And then my second is the Nemesis. So I'm sure not everybody has the Nemesis, but if you're into sniper builds, you should definitely get this. It's you know, it's not a random drop. There's a quest line that you can do to get it, and I'll have the I'll have the link in the description of a way to get this rifle, and it's not too hard. Then if you don't have the Nemesis, then I would recommend the White Death. This has dropped for me many times. I've gotten a really good roll on it. It always comes with 137% headshot damage on there. And then I've got the talent I chose is First Blood, because I'm not that great at getting headshot damage or headshots. So if scoped, your first shot fired from out of combat or after fully reloading from empty deals headshot damage to any part of the body hit, which is great. So every 6 bullet, as long as you don't reload prematurely, then is a headshot, which is great. So that's what I've tried. You know, you could also do Ranger or something else, whatever you want, but that's just the talent I've chosen. And then the pistol I've chosen is the Mozambique Special. So the Mozambique does 262k a shot, which is really good. Pistols, especially the 1911 variety, do good damage. It's just that their damage drop off is really low. This is probably like 15 meters or something like that, and then it starts to go down. But that's good because I only use it for that range, and as you saw in the videos, it just wrecks. And the reason why it wrecks is because it's got perfect breadbasket. Landing body shots adds a stacking of bonus to 50% headshot damage. So the next headshot for 10 seconds max stacks is 2. So you get 100% more headshot damage if you get a couple of body shots. So it's just really good for, like, what I do is I aim for the shoulders, neck area, and when I hit him in the head, it drops him. So then the reason I got so much pistol damage is I got the punch drunk here. So any piece of Douglas and Harding will work, but the punch drone comes with 20% headshot damage, which helps out your sniper rifles too. And then the Douglas and Harding gives it 20% pistol damage, which is more, just double than usual. Usually the brand set bonus for damage is 10%, but Douglas and Harding gives 20. And this was all buffed pretty recently. And then another thing that gives me a ton of damage is focus here on the chest piece. So I get 10% rifle damage with the Overlord armaments. I got good weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and then focus. So increase total weapon damage by 5% every second you are aiming while scoped with 8 times or higher scope. And then up to 50%. So basically, if you aimed for 10 seconds, you get 50% more damage, which is really, really good for a chest piece talent. And then another thing that gives me a lot of damage is Vigilance. Increases total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. So if you're sniping in the back, you're not going to take a whole lot of damage. So you know, this is a really good talent. And then there's also Perfect Vigilance that comes in the Providence Defense, but I've just never gotten it yet. It's called the Sacrifice. I haven't gotten a good one yet. And then the other 3 pieces I have are 1 piece of Araldi Holdings for 10% marksman rifle damage, and then the other 2 pieces of the Providence, which gives me headshot damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. And then there's the armor repair drone, so I don't have to use kits all the time, and the Revive 5, which comes in handy, especially when you're solo. And that's about it. That's the build. Let's look at the stats. So, like I said, I got max crit chance, 150% critical hit damage on the M1A here, and then 157.8 headshot damage, with some armor damage too. And then the Nemesis has more headshot damage, 193, and 150% critical hit damage pretty much, and max crit chance. And look at this damage here, 1.94 million damage. It's a beast. It's a really good gun, and like I said, I'll have a link in the description on how to get it. And then the pistol here, nearly max crit chance, 150% critical hit damage pretty much, and 150% headshot damage. But then it's if you have breadbasket, so after a couple of body shots, that goes up to, you know, a lot of headshot damage. So you know, it all wrecks. This build really wrecks. If you're landing your shots, if you're getting headshots, body shots, it doesn't matter. This build wrecks. So you guys should really try it out. Leave your opinions and comments in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Supply room access unlocked.